Hold on 1 second.大家看，等一下哦，你们等我一下哦，你们等我一下 ，Hold on 1 second。为什么？Why I cannot see？Okay. Okay. So good morning, everyone. Today it's we are gonna do the two set of class. One is morning, one is at the morning. Another it will be at the night. Okay. So everyone can hear me, right? Can everyone hear me? Hold on 1 second. 我尝试去找那个你们的队哦，在这里。Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. 所以如果还有同学，你们同学还没加入的，赶快叫他一下哈。我看还有一个人。Okay. So I just check you guys' homework. I think everyone just did a very good job. I think that's pretty good. So I will ask the TA teach assistant to prepare one solutions, and I will send you guys. 好，那我基本上看了你们的那个公写的 homework， 那我基本上觉得蛮好的，蛮 proud of 的，就是大家都做得蛮好的。那我会请那个助教准备针对这个 homework， 然后准备一个详解给大家哈，大概是这样子。So为什么我看不到自己的视讯啊？好奇怪啊。OK， 好 ，fine。我好像我不知道怎么看，为什么我今天看不到我的视讯？Okay, I just cannot see the camera. Okay, I just see that. 你看这个很酷，好，OK， 好，可以看，I got it. OK， OK， Okay, so today, so for the first slides, I'm gonna talk about something because in the original schedule, we are gonna talk about the guide. We are gonna talk about the guided wave in dielectric slabs and the fibers and photonic crystal firstly, right? And but because we need to do the midterm at April 28. So we have 2 classes today. So I decide to finish the resonator and the laser and the cavity part firstly. And then after the midterm, we are gonna do this kind of waveguide system. Okay, include the fibers, blah 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 blah. But the logic is right because I want to tell you guys what kind of thing can be confined at the cavity, confined in the resonator, and later I will tell you guys how this mode can propagate in the waveguide. So I decided to change the order of these things. Okay. So today we are gonna talk about the resonator, laser, and the cavity firstly, and at the night we will go on the same topic and finish it. One thing you guys need to take note is we are gonna do our midterm next week, and this midterm will get started from the 9-10 in the. We won't do that remote type. You guys need to go to our building, the B1. We have the super big conference room. So we are going to there and do the home. So Lucas, I'm talking about this. So please just pay attention, okay? Okay, so we are gonna do our midterm in our building, and please go to the B1, the super big conference room next week. Okay, so basically, the distance between every guys will be something like 1.5 meters. So that should be okay. Okay, so that will be our midterm position. OK， 所以基本上下礼拜今天我们会 focus 在这个 resonator, laser and cavity 嘛，然后下礼拜我们会做我们的 midterm 嘛，那就是期中考。那基本上期中考就是实体考试，那不然期中考怎么不实体考嘛？这个很奇怪嘛。对啊，所以基本上就是这样子。那基本上就在 B1， 我们 B1 这栋大楼的 B1。那 B1 因为我们27个人嘛，那 B1 可以坐很开，所以基本上就是每个人会间隔 1.5 公尺，所以应该没有问题。So, oh, by the way, I gotta talk about something. The thing is, actually, we shouldn't use the. Hold on 1 second. Let me check whether anyone gonna join the meeting or not. Okay, no one is gonna join ours, right? So if your classmate cannot join this meeting, please let me know. Oh, I will do something. Okay, so we just go on. So after I think the meeting should be okay, right? And so let's after meeting we are gonna talk about the something like the waveguide things. Okay, and I didn't write down the whole topic we're gonna talk about in these 3 days. In the following weeks, I will do that later. And I just want to remind you guys about the midterm 2, the second midterm. So the second midterm will be set at the June, the 2nd June. Okay, so please please note this on your calendar. Okay. So we will have final and the form of final. I didn't decide yet, but please make sure the 23rd June you are available to join the final. Okay, and we will have one thing which is called a semester office hour. So I will let you guys know what it is. Okay. 所以基本上这边要教什么，基本上都像我们类似我们上次讲的那能够确定的时候 midterm 之后会教 waveguide， 那基本上之后的那个，比如说像是半导体啊，一些半导体的一些相关的物理，然后像是那个超快光学ultra fast optics nonlinear optics I will mention in this 5 days. Okay, so any question about the midterm? Okay, so let's do the review firstly. Okay, let's do the review firstly. Okay, so I just want to mention, so you guys already know how to deal with the wave in the crystal with something like a fast axis and slow axis. Okay, so you need to do the rotation metric, and so for this kind of things, you can always find the general form of the polarizers and some wave retarders. Okay, so here the wave retarders basically mean the phase shift. So you shift the phase, and you can change the phase of the 2 different axis, x-axis and y-axis. And here let's the week. We also show the wave planes, right? So here we also show the general form of wave planes, and I want you guys to really understand why this form right like this. Okay, so rotate and do a phase retardation and rotate back. Okay, so this is very common optics, which are the quarter wave plane, half wave plane. Okay, so we have some exercises about this kind of half wave plane and quarter wave plane. Okay, so in the midterm, I will ask you guys to do something like this. Okay, so please make sure you guys can understand this. But I think that you guys do a very good job in your homework. So I will ask the TA to prepare one solution to you guys today. 所以基本上我们很快的 review 一下那基本上你们现在大家都可以处理这种fast axis slow axis 的这种所谓的Jones metric 的问题。那为什么要做这个呢？因为我们的 polarizer 你摆放你电场的偏振跟 polarizer 都 always 会有一个角度，所以我们都会需要去转角度，转至矩阵嘛，对不对？转角度这个矩阵嘛，然后再把它转回来，所以 overall 会得到一个最后的这个结果。那这个那有几个元件非常重要，一个就是 retarder 嘛，那 phase retarder 又叫 phase shift， 那基本上你都知道这个东西可以用来改什么？
我正在练习绕口令。
不要这样子。这个东西可以用来所谓的改偏振，或是增加x y 分别增加 x 方向跟 y 方向的 phase。Okay, so we have another optics key component is called the wave plate. So 你们大家可以在这边找到 wave plate 的这个通式。OK， 那基本上我们 wave plate 有分几种嘛？那最常见的就是 quarter wave play 跟 half wave play， 这是你们一定要知道的。那考试的时候我会问你们他们大概的方选是什么东西，好不好？方选是什么东西？然后再来就是所谓的你要必须知道怎么用这些矩阵去处理这 wave play，OK？看到他们的不同的方选，他们的功用，你们必须要做到这件事情。OK， 好 ，Let's get start to the. I think everyone is here, so let's get start to our real work today. Okay, so our work is. Let me check. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so we are going to talk about the optical resonator today. Okay, so what is the resonator? So basically, previously, when you guys learn the circuit, electronic circuits, you must know the something like a resonator circuit. So for those kind of circuit, you can always see this kind of oscillation of your something like a electronic signal. So it's kind of the same in the optical wave. So basically, if you have a resonator, you can confine your light or confine your something like some effect. This kind of you include some plasmonic effect or something like the laser effect in this cavity, and to magnify it. That's kind of like the magnify the phonons, magnify the polariton, plasmonic. Okay, so this kind of is called the resonator. Okay, so today I gotta talk to you guys what is the definition of resonator, and from the resonator you can always build some very useful optics or some device include the laser. 所以今天我们刚刚 talk about 的，我们要讲的是所谓的光学的振荡器。那光学的振荡器基本上我觉得大家都学过电学的振荡器。以前你们用一些电子电路元件，你可以制造出那种电波震荡的这种元件，那其实有点类似。那光学的振荡器跟那个其实基本上就是它会形成一个来回的，你这个光子，或是这边不止一定是光子哦，基本上你可以是光子，你可以是基子你可以是比如说像 polariton 或者是电浆子这样子的东西 plasmonic 这样的东西。那它们只有一个特点，就是可以让这样子的东西在它这个 cavity 或是这个共振器里面去做来回的震荡。那这个之间有一个非常有名的那个光学元件，就叫雷射 laser。那我们今天也会讲到这个东西，所以今天基本上我为什么把今天排 why I do this today? Because we have 2 class today, also 8 morning and 8 night. So that's why, because this optical resonator is a very something like a completed and something like the range is very wide topic. So this topic is very wide. So I gotta something like finish in the same day. That's why I something like put this just change the order with the photonic crystal and some waveguide things. Okay, just let you guys know. Another thing is, actually, you guys know we shouldn't use Zoom, right? Everyone's know, right? Could you type? Everyone's knows we shouldn't use Zoom, right? Okay, so, but we have lots of choice. For example, Google Meet or blah 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 blah. But as I know, as I feel, I shouldn't something like ask you guys to learn another software, because That's so stupid. The most important part is about our class, the content of our class. It's not something like what kind of software we use. Okay, so doesn't matter, and we have no any privacy problem here because if someone want to see my slides, please see that. Please do that by yourself. So I have no privacy in this class. So, and I don't want you guys to learn another. Spend your time. You guys are very busy, so I don't want you guys to spend other time to learn a new software. So let's just go on to use this. So， 所以基本上大家都知道我们不太能用 Zoom 嘛，不是 Line， 用 Zoom 嘛。那其实我蛮不能理解这个东西的。第一个就是说，因为我们这个没有任何的 privacy， 其实这已经是政治问题了，这不是实际问题。你说我们的这个同影片哪有什么隐私权的问题，或者是机密的问题，对不对？那我不想让你们因为这种白痴的政治问题，然后你要去学另外一套软体。我觉得这个我觉得这个是不需要的。我们上课最重要的其实是课程的内容、课程的方式，然后讲授的重点，然后这个软体可不可以方便我们使用？那基本上它是很方便的嘛，所以我觉得就不要去使用。可是如果你们有人觉得你们的隐私会被窃取，你可不可以就是让我知道？所以你们会想要改软体吗？如果要改的话，我们也可以改，就是下一次从下一次开始，我们可以改软体，就是 Meeting 之后。那我觉得这个就是自由意志啦。我如果有要改软体的啊，就是私底下丢那个私讯给我，好不好 ？OK， 有些人现在才进来，这个怎么回事？那个刚刚进来的那2个学生，博伟，为什么你现在才进来？你可以用说的没关系，你可以开麦克跟我解释一下，为什么博伟你现在才进来？我们已经上课了，开始了快半小时了。博伟，你知道，其实我都蛮相信大家的齁。那基本上我知道有些老师上这种远距教学，博伟，我叫你解释一下，为什么现在才进来？
老师，不好意思，今天早上身体有点不舒服。
那你要跟我讲啊，你那个可以请假什么的啊。那个你身体不舒服要去看医生呢。
有，昨天晚上有去了。
有没有发烧？
没有，拉肚子。
拉肚子啊。好了，就这样子。那没关系，我们现在才要正式开始讲我们现在才要正式开始讲。那你那个麦克就先关掉哈。Okay, so today we're gonna talk about the audio resonator. So before we are serious talk about something, I want to show you guys two movies. I think this movie is about the lasers, and I will let you guys know if we use the resonator, how strong light we can create. Okay, how strong light we can generate. 所以基本上在我们正式开始之前，然后我会让大家看2个影片。我这个影片基本上就是让大家知道一件事情：为什么要学 cavity？ 为什么要学振荡器 ？OK， 借由这种 cavity 跟振荡器出来的东西，到底可以有多强？那包含以前你们在那个，比如说在一些电影上面看到那种雷射枪，有没有机会成真 ？OK， 基本上我的光电子学，基本上你必须要去连结现实世界跟这个所谓书本上的知识，不然的话，这本书基本上教的都是旧的东西啊，那根本就没什么用。OK， 好不好？那我们来看一下这2个影片 ，OK， 都不长，好，那我们来看一下哈。我放影片 ，When I do the movie, I cannot touch my computer since it will just stop and just do it again. So let me just do this movie directly. 所以当我放影片的时候，好像我只要再碰一次我的任何滑鼠什么，它就会停止嘛，暂停。所以我就直接放，然后中间我就不做任何事情哈。OK， 大家要看一下，我等一下要问大家的感想哈。
Hey guys, I'm Ben from All Femtech. Today I've got 3 different lasers to show you, and the most powerful one can do some awesome stuff. Now, first up is a small pen-sized lightweight laser pointer. It has a nice anti-slip grip, pen clip design, and powered by 2 AAA batteries. It shines a purple light, kind of unique from the more popular red lasers we see all around. The output power is rated at 5 milliwatts, sort of bright enough in dim lighting, but can be hard to see in bright lighting conditions. Very safe though. A cool bonus includes a screw-on star cap, and by twisting the top, it refracts the light into different patterns. I used to play with these cheap little lasers all the time when I was a kid. Plus, I hear that if you have a cat, they love to chase these lasers all around. The price on this cheap one is only $3. Next, we have a middle tier laser. It's called the SZ303 green laser. This looks and feels a bit beefier. All black metal casing design, includes a rechargeable battery plus wall charger. The tube unscrews, slide in the battery, screw back on, and one bonus is the key locking design. This is a nice safety feature to have. The laser won't power on unless the key's turned and unlocked. They say the output.
So 我们这边停一下哈，我跟你们讲，基本上呢，在雷射里面，所有的雷射你们在使用的时候，大部分的雷射都会有一个钥匙，它都是有为什么会这样子哈？这 basically 这是因为安全性 ，OK， 所以就是雷射通常都会有一个开关跟钥匙，这是2个不一样的。钥匙有点像保险。So when you guys use the laser in your lab, so you can always find out in addition to the power button or some power switch, you will see the key. This always can be seen in the laser. It's kind of like an insurance because laser is very dangerous. Okay, so let's just go on our movie.
Power is rated for 5 milliwatts, which is still pretty safe, but way brighter in most lighting conditions. They include a star cap that can be spun and create different shapes and patterns. This is pretty neat, especially at nighttime. It shines very bright. Now, they title it as a burning laser. So can it actually burn through things? Well, thankfully, the head of the laser unscrews, and I found if you get close enough to certain dark-colored objects and focus the light, it actually has the power to ignite matches or burn some materials. Price on this one is pretty cheap too, currently only $12. Now, last up is my favorite. It's the U-King ZQ12B blue laser. This one is powerful. Now, super quick. First, these are super dangerous and even illegal in certain areas, so check your laws and regulations. Secondly, these again are super dangerous and can cause permanent eye damage. You must wear eye protection.
So you guys can see we always have this kind of danger laser, wear protective laser goggles in the laser lab. For example, if you go to my lab, you can always see this kind of sign. The main reason is the laser will make you blind. Basically, the laser is very focused beam. So if you just directly see the laser, basically your eyes will directly blind. Okay, so here this guy is gonna show one very powerful laser. So please check. So for the device, it's not so surprised. It's not so spatial. It's just come from the two cavity. One cavity and with some green light or blue light laser. 所以基本上这个人等一下会秀一个非常 powerful 的雷射哈，你们可以看一下，借由这个共振腔的这个增强，雷射可以变得
So
多
be
强。
safe and be smart. Okay, now moving on, this laser includes a nice carrying case. I almost feel like James Bond each time I open it. It includes 2 rechargeable batteries, a wall charger, protection goggles, nice to have, and 5 pattern caps. These are pretty fun. The main laser seriously looks and feels like a lightsaber. I love the design. It's also purposeful too, to help dissipate the heat. It has a single-click rubber button to power on and off. I kind of wish it had that safety key lock feature like the previous model. This one really needs it. Unscrew the back cap to insert the rechargeable batteries. Up front is a focusing ring. This is where you focus the light to be more powerful at certain distances. The main specs rated at an output power of 5,000 milliwatts. This laser is no joke. The range is rated to go over 9 miles. That's crazy. Of course, I couldn't actually test that out, but after you see these experiments, I sure believe it. Now, having a laser this powerful, you can do a lot of fun experiments. It can instantly burn so many different materials and objects. Styrofoam is one of my favorites. It'll burn right through it like butter. It can also burn paper, plastics, metal, rubber. Maybe you're starting an Etsy shop with custom engravings. Perfect fit. You forget the matches on your camping trip, this will easily start up your fire. Let's say you need to light those 30 birthday candles at the same time. Sure, no problem. You need to pop that party balloon stuck up at the ceiling. Easy peasy. Now maybe you have a couple extra water balloons that you just need to get rid of. Absolutely. Are you an electrician and need to slice through your tape fast and easy? Genius. Now this laser can actually be great for education and science too. I personally learned a ton after reading about how lasers work, energized electrons, watching YouTube videos like Smarter Every Day, and even hands-on tests. For example, when I tried popping this water balloon, I learned it just wouldn't pop because the balloon itself was blue, so it was bouncing all the light off. Very cool. Another fun experiment, I thought if I lasered some bubble wrap that it would pop, but in fact, since it was clear, the light went right through it, burning whatever was behind it. Reflecting the light is cool too. I was able to bounce the laser off a mirror, through glass, hit a candle wick.
他这边想要讲什么 ？So basically here, this part is very important because the laser can be transparent for the glass, right? So you can focus the laser not just on the you can directly in the glass or in some box, but won't something like burn anything with the laser. So basically, if we are talking about the light, so the focus technique is very important. So by using the focus technique, then you can do this.
Light it up. So not only could this laser be great for science and education too, but let's say you're going to be careful. If you wanted to.
Okay, so from this video, so you guys can know the basically the laser power is a kind of very something like a powerful. So how much power here? So look at this topic. It's around something like 5,000 milliwatt, 5,000 milliwatts CW laser. So here the CW laser means the single wavelength. So if you have one single wavelength laser and with 5,000 milliwatt, you can do something like that. Okay. So 5,000 milliwatt means 5 watt, right? But just to remind you guys, if here we are using the pulse, the femtosecond, the ultra fast laser. So if you have something like 1 watt, then you can achieve the things because the peak intensity is very high. We will talk about this in the later section, probably in June. Okay. 所以这边跟大家讲，这个雷射你们刚刚看到的是单一波长的光。那我刚刚就讲了，单一波长的光 你要5000 米瓦才可以做到刚刚的事情。可是如果今天是脉冲光，同时有很多波长的光的话，基本上要做到刚刚的事情的话，只要至少根本就是1瓦左右就可以做到刚刚那样的事情，很轻松的做到。OK， 那主要的原因就是因为脉冲光它把能量整个限制在一个很短的时间里面，所以造成材料实际感觉到的 peak intensity is very high。OK， 那我们再来看一个哈，再来看一下这个 So for this laser is very interesting. They just use some optics to combine 3 different lasers. So you guys can check this video too. Okay. So from here, what do you guys see? What do you guys see from here? Look at that. We just look again. So please write down your answer in the window. So what do you guys see here? Yeah, so white light, right? You guys see white lights, right? So here, just let you guys know, basically the red, the green, and the blue is kind of very something like the 3 initial color, the initial light, color of light. So basically, if you combine 3 of them, we will form something like the white light source. This is a very important thing because this is a very important thing because for your display, we have 2 different types. The first type is you use the white light and with some color filter, and then you have something like the red, green, blue, right? But if today you are using some LED display, it's not like this. LED display is like this. You directly have something like 3 different colors, something like 3 different colors directly. There is no color filter. So you have every pixel, you have something like a red, green, blue in your LED display. It's a total different concept. 所以在这个地方，其实跟大家就讲一件事情，就是说，基本上一般传统的 display， 我不是说印象馆那种我们已经不讨论哈，那种基本上没有什么用哈。我说的是这种一般以前的 display， 它是怎么样？基本上它就是白光，然后前面有放那个 color filter， 就是很多那个色彩颜色的片，有红绿蓝这种，你可以想象是玻璃纸。你可以想象是那种红绿蓝的玻璃纸，所以你的白光经过这些玻璃纸，是不是就会有不同的颜色，对不对？那这是以前这样子。那你看刚刚的红绿蓝是不是可以合成白光？所以其实现在的 LED 的 display 基本上它的每一个 pixel 都有3个颜色，就是红绿蓝，所以这个颜色就是直接出来，它没有经过所谓的刚刚的那个 color filter。OK， 直接就是红绿蓝，那这样的颜色就会很纯，这就是你所谓知道的 LED 的 display。好，我们就把这影片看完哈。 这个人还蛮白痴的。好，我们这个就这边你们就自己去看。So we just just please just check by yourself. Okay. Another thing is so from this video, 3 things. The first thing is the laser is very directional, right? So basically, it's very directional. The direction angle is very small. Another is the color is very pure. You can find the power is very pure. Another thing is the something like the laser is very easier to something like manipulate. You can use some focus spin or something like the pattern to make the very beautiful pattern or to focus your beam. 所以从刚刚来讲，基本上我们看到雷射的3个特性哈。第一个，它的指向性非常好，你会发现刚刚的指向性都非常好，不管是钻洞啊还是什么的，它们指向性都非常好，角度非常小。那另外一个就是基本上你雷射的这个颜色非常纯，对不对？那刚刚那个绿啊、蓝啊、红啊，那都是非常纯的。你可以发现那个如果你看光谱 ，if you check the spectrum of laser, it will be very sharp. OK， 所以这是第二个。那第三个呢？第三个就是说，基本上你这个雷射它的这个很好去被操纵，可以被一些 focus 的镜子，然后或者是一些 pattern， 刚刚不是有看到很多 pattern 这样子。好，那基本上就是这样。Okay, so just go on. Okay, so because the cavity can make a laser, and laser is so powerful. So that's why, that's our motivation. We need to learn the optical resonators. So for the optical resonator, we have lots of form of our resonator, include this kind of 2 parallel mirrors. Or for the B is something like the concave, 2 concave mirrors. And you don't need to just use 2 mirrors. You can use 3. Look at this, 3 mirrors. Or that's something like the rectangular box. You can be something like the resonator. So all of them with one very special thing. The thing is the light, the photon will just go on, just walk in the same path. What does this mean? For example, look at this. It's in the same path, right? For the bees also, look at that. Blah, 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 blah. It just keep on do the same thing. So for here, it's something like a Z-type cavity. Okay, they are keep on doing the same thing, right? So for this ring mirror, it's also, look at that. It can just go on. And for this, look at it's also go on. It's something like a round trip. This is called round trip. So for this kind of round trip in a laser, it always goes something like 1,000 something like 1 million or 2 million times, and then you can have a very, very pure laser. 所以在这个地方，我就跟各位讲，其实雷射有很多种形式看共振腔有很多种形式，除了刚刚这种平面的镜子，还有这种 concave 的镜子，还有这种3个，你不一定要2个，你可以3个，甚至你做一个 box。但这些 overall 只有一个特点，就是你会有一个东西叫做 round trip。What does it mean round trip? For example, for this one, the round trip is blah, blah. This is round trip, go and back. And for this, the round trip is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? This is one round trip. And how about this? It's a 1, 2, 3. Let's know another 1, 2, 3. And for this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is called round trip. So in the cavity, the round trip is very, very important. 如果你的 round trip 够多的话，基本上你就可以得到非常放大这个光很多遍。Okay? So that's first thing. Another thing, look at this. So doesn't matter. In addition to this kind of free space round trip, we can have this kind of the fiber round trip. Okay, and you can also have this sphere round trip, 就是 or this kind of DBR. 这个 so DBR is a very high reflectance component. I will introduce this later. So look at that. This is something like a line round trip. So basically, lots of different type of our cavity, include the photonic crystal. So we will talk about this later. So for the photonic crystal, they can something like confine a light in the photonic crystal. Okay, so just using this kind of periodic material. Okay, so DBR here means I just write down here. DBR cavity means distributed Bragg refractor. It's a kind of use this kind of multi-layer to build a very high reflection mirror and then form the cavity. So in other words, for all of them, the planar mirror, spherical mirror, this mirror, all of them are very high reflectance, super high. It's around something like a 98% reflection coefficient, something like a reflectance. Okay, so please check this. So let's take something like the 20 minutes break. Okay, after let's do the 15 minutes. Okay, so we are gonna take a break into the something like a 15, 10, 15, and we will go back. Okay, and when you guys go back, we will go on this part, and I will teach you guys what kind of parameter can judge the cavity is good or not. What kind of parameter we use to something like define the cavity. 所以接下来就是我们休息到10:15。那回来的话，基本上我会跟你们讲说一件事情，就是说什么样的 cavity， 就是我们用什么东西去定义这个 cavity 是好或坏。懂吗？考试的时候是用分数嘛，分数高或低，对不对？然后车子是靠跑得快或慢。那一样 cavity 有一个parameter which is Q。OK， 那回来的话，我会跟大家讲说什么是 Q 这件事情，好不好？那我们就take a break， 然后到10:15。我打在这个视窗take a break。Please come back。OK。OK。 OK， 大家 ，So anyone come back? Please just say hello or say hi in the window. OK, so I will wait for you guys. OK. OK. Let me check. So we have some other guys are not here. Okay, so another 1 minute. Okay, please just go back. Just remind your classmate to go back. Okay, so we're gonna start. Okay, we're gonna start class. So for this part, we are gonna do something. We are gonna check something about the how to judge, how to something like estimate the properties or abilities of your cavity. Okay, so here the factor is called Q, cavity Q. Okay, so what does this mean? What's the definition of Q? Basically, the Q equal to the omega. Omega here is the frequency, right? The frequency times the field energy stored by resonator over the power dissipated by resonator. Okay, so basically, so in the other words, that means so for when we put the put something like the power into loss of our something like define one loss of the power in the resonator per power. So we can check the how much the field energy can be stored by this resonator. Okay, and here we will have the relation with the frequency. Omega is the frequency, right? So basically, if you just combine the what kind of frequency you store in this cavity, and you consider about the field energy stored by resonator and the power dissipated by resonator, and then you can define the Q. So for the cavity, Q is larger. That means the loss is smaller. Okay, the Q is higher. The loss is smaller. Okay, and by the way, the photon lifetime, that means is higher, right? Because the photon lifetime means the time something like this photon can survive in this cavity. So let's remember this relation. The Q is higher. That means loss is lower, and the photon lifetime is longer. Okay, longer. Okay, so but here we are gonna something like directly to something like calculate something. Then you need to know the something like the what kind of electric field form can survive in the cavity. So everyone So 在这边我们这边介绍一个东西叫做 Q 嘛，那基本上 Q 基本上就是频率乘以所谓的单位的 power dissipated by resonator and the field energy stored by resonator。所以基本上如果 Q 越大的话，表示什么 ？field 的 energy stored by resonator 是越大，对不对？这个储存的能量就是越集中越大嘛。那 power dissipated by resonator 就是越小 Q 会越大嘛，对不对？所以基本上这个 loss 也是相对来小很多。所以换言之，整体而言，那再来就是频率。那基本上频率越大的话 ，omega 越大的话，基本上你的 Q 也是越你 omega 越大的话，你的 Q 在这边也是越强越大的。所以再来就是所谓的就给各位一个关系，是因为你的 photon 其实在你的 cavity 里面存在这个 lifetime 如果越久的话，越长的话，基本上也表示你的 Q 越大。所以在这边基本上就是这样子。好，那hold on one second. Okay, let me show something. So here, so that means if Q is larger, the loss is smaller, and the photon lifetime is longer. Okay, so here we are gonna directly to calculate what kind of how much the Q we have in this kind of the cavity. So we need to focus on the electric field in the cavity. So for this kind of electric field, we always can find a resonance condition, which is like this. K times the round trip 2L, right? One here is D, but actually it's L. Hold on one second. Okay, so it should be L. Okay, so it's a kind of round trip, right? So for this kind of round trip, you need to be something like a times of 2 pi. It's a round trip, right? So should be the 2 pi. So if you check this relation, okay, so you can get you just put the 2L to here, right? So you can get a Q pi over L. So basically, L length, the length of cavity need to satisfy the relation of this, the lambda over 2. Okay, this is the resonance condition. This is very important. So 在这个地方呢，基本上不是所有莫名其妙的 electric field 都可以在 cavity 里面去做这个 confine， 都可以被 confine 在 cavity 的。那基本上它有一个关系是，那我刚刚就跟大家讲了，其实这边的这个 round trip 其实就是指一个 2L 的这个行为嘛 round trip。那你乘以 K 之后，它基本上要等于 2 pi 的整数倍。那这个东西如果你做影像的话，你就会发现说你的这个 KQ 等于 L 分之 Q 派嘛 ，OK， KQ 等于 L 分之 Q 派。那其实你 L 如果去做一些因为这个 KQ 其实是浪打分之2派，对不对 ？KQ equal to 浪打2 pi over let me write down for you guys. So here, the K equal to 2 pi over our wavelength. Okay? K equal to this. Okay? So if you put this relation into this equation, you can get this sentence. So basically, the length should be the lambda over 2, the times of lambda over 2. 所以基本上你的共振腔你会得到这个结果，在这样的状况底下，你的腔长就必须是lambda over 2，就是一半的波长的整数倍。好，那在这个地方这是合理的，为什么？这跟You guys should remember, you know the standing wave, right? You learn this when you are in the senior high school, standing wave. That time, if you need to have the the standing wave, that means the length of your cavity should be something like the length of your space should be something like lambda over 2. The times of lambda over 2。那这个东西基本上我就是说，你这个可以跟你们以前高中学的那个 standing wave 去做连结，有没有？以前 standing wave 就是几个波包的那个东西，那个你回去看一下，其实跟这边是一样的。好，换言之，光学here 的 cavity 基本上就是讲光的这个 standing wave， 你可以这样去理解，你可以这样去理解。So if you do this something like use your Maxwell equation and to do the E square, to do your integration, to do this integration. So basically, you can have the result of here like this. Okay, the result is like this. The epsilon E electric field square and the V. Here the V means the value of the cavity. Okay, but as we know, look at here, the V equal to the A, the area, the surface of area times the L, right? So what does it mean? If this is the mirror, okay, the distance between them are L, right? Are L, but there's the area of this mirror. So the whole volume, all of the value is called A times L. Okay, so A times L here we just define it as V. Okay, so as we know, E and wave. So we have the power of the store energy of the electric field, and we will have the store energy of our magnetic field. So basically, this should be something like 2 times of this thing. So look at that. Let's just change into the 1/4. So overall, if you do something like so here this is something like the energy can be stored in the resonator, right? So this term should be here. Okay, so you just put this term here, and the dissipator power is called a P. I write down like the here, right? The power dissipated by resonator is like this, and will equal P in, and in the steady state. So out and in should be something like equal, right? So this system is something like a very steady state. Okay, so it's called a P. So here you just put all of them into this equation. So basically, you can get a Q equal to 频率 omega epsilon E square value and over 4 P dissipator. Okay, dissipator. Okay, 所以在这个地方，这个推导我们就写下来。那基本上课本里面没有写的那么清楚，所以你可以从这边来看哈。那基本上从这个原始的公式出发，那我们考虑一个，这个都不是背的嘛，这个基本上我们就去考虑一个很简单的这个electric field 在 cavity 里面的形式。那基本上我这边就讲了，你们以前一定学过驻波这个东西。那驻波的话，其实就有点类似这边的，其实这边的 cavity 其实就像光学的驻波，你可以这样想。它有共振嘛，共振就是光学的驻波。那在这个地方，因为你一个 round trip 是 2L 嘛，那基本上它就会一个 round trip 你就要整个 phase 要变成2拍的整数倍，所以你这样子再把 k 等于2拍 over lambda 这个 wavelength 这个关系带进来这边，你最后可以得到 L， 你的这个腔长要等于波长的1/2倍的整数倍，2分之lambda的整数倍。OK， 那在这个地方，如果我们要去得到所谓的 store energy of electric field， 基本上我们就是对这边的波长去做 E square， 然后去做它针对它的这个几何空间跟这个 dt 去做微分 ，OK， 去做这个微分。那微分的结果就是这样子，1/8的 epsilon E 的 square 跟 V 嘛。那这边的 V 其实是从哪里来啊？就是你这个镜子的截面积跟这个长度，这个造成一个整个立体式的 cavity。那因为electric field 基本上我们有 store energy of electric field， 就有 store energy of magnetic field， 所以基本上你要乘以一个2倍。好，那接下来这个就是你所谓的 energy store 在你的 resonator 里面的能量，对不对？所以基本上你们现在就是要把这个能量带进去这个式子。好，我们一开始这个 Q 的定义的式子，所以基本上这就是最后的结果。好，我推导我都有推导都有写下来。好 ，OK， 所以基本上就是这样。那 So basically, if you try to something like simplify our electric field, you can find the relation between electric field and the Q is something like a square root. OK, so 如果你做一些移项的话，你会发现你的里面 survive 的这个电场呢的振幅，其实跟 Q 会是一个 proportional to Q 的根号。OK， 他们是成根号的正比。OK， so this page is very important. Please remember. So it's not just the cavity has a Q. Lots of things has a Q. For example, something like a photonic crystal, or something like some LED structure. All of them has a Q factor. Okay, so this is very important. Okay. So any question? Any question? Okay, so here we just give you one example. Okay, the example means we probably will do the same thing in our midterm. OK， 所以在这个地方我给大家一个 example。那 example 基本上你们可以发现，其实我也是花时间去准备嘛。那这个 example 基本上都很好。那我希望大家要 pay attention 这个 example。那 basically we probably will do the same thing in our midterm。OK， 我们可能就会做一样的事情在这个 midterm 里面。So so let's go through this example. Yeah, please go through. Just go through the question. I just give you something like 20 minutes, 20 seconds to go through this the example. Okay, so here I gotta write down something. Sorry. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna find something for you guys. Okay, so I think you guys can something like can just check the title, right? So here we just talk about the 1D cavity with the resonator, which is something like the length is L, right? So for the resonance, the condition, as I say, is something like a 2L, one round trip, right? 2L times the K equal to M, something like a 2 pi is M times. And this can go to here like this. Okay, this is not very hard, right? I just mentioned this something like lesser pages. So here you can define your L equal to the N times the lambda over 2. But here one thing is different. The difference is we consider the refract index here. So refractive index, DICES. So we consider the refract index here. Okay? So look at that. So this in the K will equal to 2 pi over lambda and the times equal 1 refract index. So here the L will equal to the lambda over 2n. Okay? So as I know, the K equal to 2 pi over 2n and what? And the n omega over c, right? You guys know this, right? So let me write down for you guys. Oh, come on. Hold on 1 second. So basically, all of us, we know this, right? So basically, 2 pi equal to lambda, 2 pi times n over lambda, and equal to the 2 pi n f. F means the frequency, and this is also frequency, resonant frequency, and over c, right? So if you put this relation into here, then you can overall get the resonant frequency like this. Please just follow my step. You just put this 2 pi times the n times the frequency over c into here, and the two of them will get into this. So basically, from here we can know the 1D cavity's resonant length, resonant cavity length, and the resonant frequency like this. And here, I want you guys to know, in every cavity, we can always can find a mode in this cavity. But this mode number probably 1, probably 0, probably 2, probably 3, probably 4. If just 1, let's call a single mode cavity. If it's something like a larger than 2, let's call a multi-mode frequency cavity. Okay, so we will have something like a mode number here. Okay. OK， 所以在这个地方我要跟各位讲，我们除了这边可以去定义这个 resonate， 就是所谓的共振腔的长度之外，这个你们已经会了嘛，对不对？那这边我们就是多考虑一个东西叫做折射率，因为折射率不一样的时候，你共振腔的长度会不一样，对不对？那换言之，折射率如果比较大的话，你的共振腔的长度就不需要那么怎么样，不需要那么长，对不对？你可以发现，你折射率如果比较大的话，你共振腔长度不需要那么长，这个都是 common sense。Okay, if you have something like a larger refract index in this cavity, then you don't need something like a very long cavity. Okay, so this is common sense. Please remember it. Okay, so in addition， 除了这个所谓的共振腔长度之外，我们也可以去定义，从这个浪打等于浪打除了等于浪打分之2派 n 之外，它还等于 c 分之 n omega 就是2派 f 嘛 ，c 分之 n omega 的这个关系式2派 f 这个关系式。那如果你把这个关系式跟 k 的关系式放在这个地方，基本上你可以导出一个频率 equal to m times 的 c over 2nl， 这个就叫做所谓的共振频率。那你带不同的 if you put different integrated number into here, then you can get different the resonance frequency. For example, you can put m equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you can see, look at this. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mode here. So all of them can survive in this the cavity. Okay, so how many mode we will have? How many mode we will have? Can you something like a replies? Give me some response. How? So if we know the resonance length is like this, and we know the resonance frequency like this, can you guys tell me how to calculate the mode? Total number of mode 在这个 in this cavity， 所以在这个地方，其实我们除了我们学会了怎么去算这个这共振的长度哦，共振腔最长需要怎么样之外，然后我们也学了它们里面会有哪一些resonance 的 frequency， 对不对？那换言之哦，我们基本上我们就是想去知道说，在这样的这个 cavity 里面到底有什么样的 mode 存在，有几个 mode 会存在。那 mode 就有分 single mode 跟 multi mode， 基本上 single mode 的意思 ，so single mode means you can 就是 survive one mode in this structure, but for a multi mode that means you can something like lots of the structure, lots of modes can survive in the same time. So it's kind of very difficult to deal with this kind of things. So please check this. So we are gonna talk about how many numbers we will have, right? So basically, the numbers means how many m we have. So you just put the m here and just shift the terms here, and basically you can get this 2n times L. L means the length of the cavity, and something like the frequency, resonant frequency over the speed of light. And here you will remember when I asked you to calculate the total number of modes, you need to times 2 because the Tm and Te are different. Okay, so if so both of them something like belong to two different the mode, different mode. So you need to times 2 here. So if you times 2 here, this is the final result. Okay, final result is something like a 4nL frequency over C0. Let's very clear. So basically you can know how many mode there. But if today we just have one mode, Okay, if today we just have one mode, then the length just means what? If we just have one mode, so the length is something like 1, right? So just directly is like this. So if it's multi-mode, the length should be like this. Any questions? 所以基本上在这个地方，我们教大家怎么去算你的 mode number。那 mode number 其实很简单，那 number 几个 number 就是 m 嘛，对不对？所以基本上你就是把它做平移嘛，哦，2NL 乘以 frequency 再除以所谓的 C0，对不对？那在这边的 mode number 可是不是这个哦，你还要乘以个2哦，因为现在你这边都没有考虑到 polarization， 所以在这个地方你乘以个2就可以得到最后的 mode。不同的 polarization. In the other world, if we lay out different polarization, even they just something like the same energy, the same power, but they are not different mode. Okay, they are not different mode. Okay, so this is what we do. So you need to use the times 2. So this is the final answer. 所以然后另外我就是说，如果今天 single mode 的话，这个腔长就必须要很准确，基本上就是浪打0。除以2n 这样子的腔长 ，OK。So basically here we know the dimension, the size of cavity basically is pretty close to our what? It's pretty close to our wavelength, right? So we can say if we have a longer wavelength slide, for example, the far infrared or terahertz, so basically the cavity definitely longer than what? Than the visible or some near IR's cavity. 所以在这个地方基本上，我教了大家怎么去算这个 mode 哦，那有2个，因为有 TE、TM 嘛，不同的 mode。那我这边也跟各位讲，所谓的 mode 的这个长度跟你的波长其实是有关系的。那你这个关系大家可以发现嘛，大概可以知道是什么关系。那我只是跟大家讲说，基本上他们 size 的 order、size 的尺度要很像。换言之，如果你是比较短波长的话，你这个 cavity 就要很就是要短波长的话就是很短嘛。那如果你是长波长的话呢，那你的 cavity 就要做非常的长。OK， 所以这个是 common sense。那长波长这边就包含，比如像我实验室做的 terahertz 或者是 far infrared 或微波。OK， 如果有微波的雷射的话，所以基本上这个 1D 的 cavity 大概是这个样子。好。那讲完 1D cavity, so let's go on to the 2D cavity. So basically 2D cavity, yeah, it's something like a it's very common things. Why? Because the 2D cavity is kind of basically the 1D cavity is very hard to achieve. In the other words, basically let's know the 1D cavity, but the 2D cavity is very common. Okay, so basically in the 2D cavity, we also need to define one thing is called a density of states, DOS, density of states. So basically the definition of density of states, number of modes per unit frequency, per unit length or area or value. Okay, just means something like the density, okay, per unit density. 所以在这个地方，我们介绍完1D 的这个 resonator 之后，我们就要开始介绍所谓的2D 的 resonator。那2D 的 resonator 这个时候我就要就是定义一个东西叫做什么？叫做什么？OK, density of states 那基本上它也叫做这个东西呢，也叫做 DOS。好 ，then it's also called the DOS. Okay, so if it's a DOS, then how to calculate this DOS? Okay, so basically DOS from the DOS we can try to understand how to do the calculation about the 2D resonator. Okay. So this equation I just write down here, but you can always find this in the textbook. Okay, in the textbook. So let me find for you guys. Okay, at the Facebook of the something like the exercise 10 to 10.3-1. Okay, so you can always find this. So it's not super important. So I just don't talk about that here. Let take some time. 10.1. Okay, so you guys can find that. Okay, so exercise you can find the 2D's density of mode in this 2D resonator. Okay, 2D resonator, and so you can also find the density of the state here. Okay, so so here we just one thing want you guys know, as we know from this page, you can find the density of states. Density of state equal to what? Equal to the frequency with something like with the frequency. But here, if we are something like a DOS, density of state, in the 2D resonator, you can find it's proportional to the what? Something like the frequency, right? But for a 3D, we will talk about 3D later. So apparently 3D is proportional to the frequency with something like a square. Okay. Okay, so this is very important things to judge whether it's a DOS, it's a density of state of the 1D or 2D or 3D. Okay, so this is something like a 2D resonator. Okay, so after a 2D resonator, we can always have something like a 3D, right? 3D is very important because 3D include 3 different way. Sorry。所以这边我再用中文讲一次哈，那基本上呢，二维材料跟一维的材料没有差多少，只是在这边他们的这个因为多了一个维度嘛，所以基本上你就想象它会多一个 term。那在这边的 number of modes 就是 S 所谓的这边是 density of state 嘛，那这边是 numbers of mode 嘛，那基本上这个东西在 exercise 的 10.3 之一就有讲说为什么它是长这个样子，你们有兴趣可以去 follow， 不过在这边不重要哈。那基本上我在这边想要 echo 一点，就是说基本上对一维的 density of the DOS 啊，就是所谓的 density of states 的时候呢，一维的 density of states 啊是跟那个频率的零次有关系，也就是1啦，基本上 they will be the constant, okay, for the dose 1D. For the dose 2D, is proportional to the frequencies. The proportional to the frequencies. And for the density of state in the 3D things, that means something like a square of our something like a velocity. Okay. Frequency, square of the frequency. Okay. So basically, this is the 2D resonator, and for this is kind of interesting. This is something like a 3D resonator. Okay, so for the 3D resonator, it's not just A and B, right? So for this, it's A and B. Okay, so here we won't use the A and B. We will use the something like a value. If we were talking about a value, so the C should just write down. Okay, so C is something like okay, so here we can always write down the EM wave should something like be confined in this resonator like this. Okay, like this. Okay, you can write down. Okay, so here we are gonna define our density of state in the 3D resonators. Okay, so you can also find this at the something like equation 0.3-10. This is exercise 10.3-1, right? But here, oh, come on. Why? Okay, this is not exercise. This is called equation. Okay, so please check this in your book about the density of the density of the states in this work. So you always need to times 2 because of the polarization. So you always need to times 2. Okay, so I think the density of states is always like that. Okay, so if we are talking about we are gonna talk about one thing. So you guys should check this by yourself. It's very easy. I just let you know what kind of n value well between the frequency and the frequency with a smaller shift. And here, one thing very important, if in the because you guys know in the our world, real world, so basically the dispersion will exist, right？ 所以在我们这个实际的时间里面，其实 dispersion 会出现。那基本上，如果 dispersion 出现的话，这边不是有一个 n 的3次方吗？这个 n 的3次方基本上就是怎么样？基本上就是改一个出来变成一个 n 的 group velocity。OK， so 那这边的 group velocity 就大概是定义成这样的。This is something like n plus frequency delta n over delta v. Okay, group index. So basically, this is something like the group index. Okay, so I believe so. You guys need to check your textbook. So this is in the textbook of 10.3. 10.3. Okay, 10.3. Okay, so please check it. Okay, so when so let's take something like a 10 minutes break. Okay, so we will go back at so after going back, we will talk about the Fabry-Perot echelon. This is a very important thing, and I don't want to something like interrupt. So let's just talk about this in the whole something like in the something like the whole the perfect time without any interrupt. So let's take the 10 minutes break. So please go back at the 11:10. Please go back. Okay. OK， 所以基本上大家要慢慢回来了哈。那到了也跟我讲一声哦，讲一声我们人到齐了，我们就开始。哎，怎么那么少 ？OK， 好，那我们开始咯哈，我们就，哎，Lucas， are you there？ Lucas， OK， cool， OK， everyone is here. So let's just go on our resonator. So here I'm gonna introduce one very important and very special resonator. It's called the Fabric Pro Ethylene. Okay, of course, Fabric Pro. That means it's some guys called Fabric, another guy is called Pro. Okay, so Fabric Pro. Okay. So they just develop this kind of Fabric Pro ethylene. Okay. So Fabric Pro, they just this kind of Fabric Pro ethylene is kind of the optical resonator and used as an interferometer. Okay. So known as it's applied in lots of different lasers. Okay. So in addition to lasers, this kind of Fabric Pro ethylene can use to filter the frequency, to select the frequency what we want. 那这个 Fabric 跟大家讲一下哈，这个 Fabric Pro ethylene 可能是光电子学里面一个非常重要的东西。那为什么它重要？那 Fabric 跟 Pro 这两个人基本上创造这个东西、发明这个东西之后，基本上很多东西都在用它们。为什么？Fabric Pro ethylene 呢，可以用在雷射里面，可以用在比如说波长的选择，那甚至也可以用在干涉仪上面。哦，这个也可以做成一种干涉仪。基本上它是非常重要的一个结构。好，那 Fabric Pro 干是基本上就是so basically the structure of Fabric Pro just like this is a kind of the one medium, which with something like a refract index is n, okay, and the distance between the media is l. Okay, so when we shine one light here, you will have a diffraction, right? The theta prime and the diffraction angle is a theta, right? And we will have just get into this medium, and we will have something. And let me check whether I can use this. Okay, so here, so when we have get into this material, so we will have two paths. One path is just have another diffraction that go out. Another is just go back, have one bounce, one reflection, go back to the B, and just go back to the A, right? Okay, and later you will just go out. So here we are going to talk about one thing, which is optical path difference. When we talk about difference, that means we have two things to compare. So I just want to compare the wave in the same waveform. So look at this. When we have light and go back, and one is go out, another is go this bounce. So A point and the C point basically it's the same waveform wavefront, right? Here is the same wavefront. So here, but these two wavefront has a different paths. Who is longer? Apparently, this one is longer because it just go further for this distance and then has this the same spatial wavefront. Okay, so here the optical path difference here, that means the BC plus BA, CB plus BA. So it's also AB plus BC. It's the same thing. So I think everyone knows how to do this. So here L, here this is the something like the you need to use the your geometric math to something like to describe this length. So please just do that by yourself. It's very easier geometric math. Okay, so please do that now on your note. Okay, so I will test this in the midterm too. So please just here I just give you L and this is theta, right? And we have two theta. So please try to describe AB and the BC plus BC by yourself. Please just do it now. And I give you guys something like 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay?所以基本上 try to use 的这边给你们的参数去把这个导出来 2L cosine theta 导出来，好吗 ？OK， 去走一遍这个几何光学这个。哎，为什么这边我都是私聊啊？哦，我应该用所有人。3 minutes， OK， 去把这个导出来哈，那自己走一遍，赶快走一遍，然后我给你3分钟哈，你们走一遍，然后我们再接下去讲。So basically, I want to ask you guys to use this parameter to describe delta L here, which is AB plus BC. Okay. Let's do that in 3 minutes. And then let me know when you are done. You can just type done, okay? So done, right? Okay. So anyone? Is everyone done? So you need to know this because I will do something change when we in the meeting. So you need to know how to calculate this. Okay. So let me write down something. Okay, so I think everyone is okay, right? Okay, so if everyone is okay, let's just go on. So this is just something like a path difference. Path difference. It's not an optical path difference. Please remind you guys. This is just the delta L, just a path difference. This is not an optical path difference. If we are talking about the optical path difference, that means the phase difference. Come on, this is stupid English. Sorry. Let me see. Okay. So basically, this is called. So we are gonna talk about the optical path difference. It's basically defined by the n times k times d. So here we know the k is 2 pi over lambda, right? So the d is delta L difference. Okay. So it's write down like this, and you can put 2L cosine theta into here, and you can get this result, and like this. Okay. So basically, this is something like if we have one line and have one round trip. Let's talk about round trip, right? It's very important in the cavity or resonator about the round trip. So here, one round trip is like this. Okay, so that means that if we have one round trip, we will have optical path difference like this. Write down like this. It's something like a function of the L, the distance, and the refractance and the theta. Okay, so here, what is the Fabry-Perot excellence? It's not just one round trip. Basically, Fabry-Perot excellence means if we can have this light just go to the same way and the reflection and go back and the reflection and go out, reflection and go out. So we will have this kind of reflection light, which is called B1, B2, B3, B4, B blah, 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 blah. And the transmission, because of the refraction, 折射, this kind of transmission light is called the A1, A2, A3, A4, A blah, 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 blah. So we will have two parts. One is a B part, another is A part. B part just something like overall is called the reflection field, and the A part overall is called the transmitted field. You just sum all of A1, A2, A3 to A infinity. Okay, so this is called like that. Then how to do that? So if the input electric field is AI, then if you just have this transmission diffraction, it's something like a TAI, right? and but in this point, so I just find something I can use. Look at that. So I can write something. Okay, cool. Okay, so if you have RAI and this is TAI, right? But at this point, let's say this pointer is O. This point. Okay. Okay, at this point, the TAI will have one thing is which is the reflection light, right? So it's R prime. It's called R prime. On this surface, it's called R and the T, right? And on this surface, it's called R prime and the T prime. And it will have this kind of R prime TAI. And for this, it's a T prime TAI, right? So let's check again. So if this light just hit this interface, it will have something like a T prime, R prime, TAI, and with one phase different. Why? Because it just go one round trip, right? Go one round trip. So it will have some phase difference. This phase difference, that means the optical path different. What does that mean? That means this optical path different. OPD. Okay? So this is OPD because it just have one round trip. And so basically you can use this to describe all of things here. Okay? Okay, so look at this. B1 equal to RAI, B2 equal to T prime R prime AI e the minus I OPD, right? And the B3, blah, blah, blah. So it has something like a 2 OPD. Okay? So if you follow this, you will have something like a B1, B2, B3, blah, 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 blah. And it's the same thing for the A1, A2, A3. Okay? So here, please just do this by you guys. Just go on again this and let me know when you are done. Okay, I just give you something like 3 minutes. Just try to write down the B1, B2, B3, A1, A2, A3. Okay, so let's do that. Please write down the B4 and the A4 for me. And the write down the B4, B5 and the A4, A5 for me. Okay? 5 minutes. Write down. Write down. B4. I just want you guys,我想要让你们知道怎么去 follow 这个 Fabric Pro 的公式，所以 please write down 了 B4, B5, A4, A5, OK？ 好，基本上你们刚刚这样，我刚刚讲的意思就是说，基本上呢，你 follow 在这一个界面，你会有 R 跟 T， 对不对？这个界面因为是不同的物质，所以你基本上你会有不同的reflection， 就是有不同的折射率嘛，所以你可以从之前我们介绍的知道有 R 跟 T， 那就是 小 R 就是 reflection coefficient 啊，小 T 就是 transmission coefficient， 所以基本上这个光如果 AI 这个电场呢，经过这是电场哦，经过这个到这一点的时候，它会有2道，一道是 TAI， 一个是 RAI。那在经过这一点也会有2道，一个是 R prime TAI T prime TAI。 好 OK， 所以基本上我要你们做的事情是就是而且这边这个 TAI 是错的，应该 A1 应该是这个 T prime AI 对不对？然后exponential 的负 i 1/2塔，这个 OPD 都要写上去，因为它有走一个 round trip 嘛。OK， 所以请你尝试，只要有走过这个物质 ，if you just pass through this medium, you will get 1 turn, which is exponential minus i OPD over 2. If you just one trip, so if you can go through two trips, two times, then you will go something like another exponential minus I eta. Okay, so I want you guys to write down for the B4, B5, and the A4, A5. Then I know you guys understand what I'm doing. Okay, so I just help you guys. So for this interface, it has something like a R and T, right? And for this interface, it has R prime and T prime. Okay. Okay. So please do this. Let's give you something like 5 minutes. Okay. This is very, very important. Is everything all right? So take some time. So basically, when you hit the interface, then times 1 R over T, right? If we transmission, just T. If reflection, it's R. And when you pass through in the material, you need to times the exponential minus I eta over 2. Okay? If just one pass is eta over 2, two pass is something like exponential minus I eta. OK， 所以基本上你这个在你这个 pass 上面，只要你有碰到你的这个 interface， 基本上你要么就是乘以 R， 要么就是乘以 T。如果穿透就是乘以 R， 穿透就是乘以 T， 反正就是乘以 R。那如果你有在这个里面走的时候，你就要乘以 exponential 的 minus I 的1/2塔。如果你走了2段，就是2倍的这个 phase difference 嘛，那就是变成 exponential minus I 一塔这样子 ，OK？ 哦，如果你们写好了就跟我讲哈，你们这个一定要自己走一遍，这个自己走一遍才会清楚 ，OK？Done, right? Okay. So if everyone is done, let's go on. So here I gonna do one thing is we gonna sum all of the B1 and I gonna sum all of the A1. So for the reflected field, here we are gonna sum all of B1, right? B1 plus B2 plus B3 plus blah 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 blah. So basically you can get this. So if you sum all of the A1, A2, and the A3, basically you can get this. Okay? Okay? So look at here. Look at these two parts. Look at these two parts. Look at these two parts. Okay? Basically, you can find they are something like one series number, right? Series number. So here, for this part, if we are consider for these two parts, we are consider the something like an infinity number series, then we can get something like this, right? Reflection So the overall of, if we consider is infinity, okay, is infinity condition, then we can put this change into like this, okay, put this into like this. OK， 在这边我要跟大家讲说，基本上，因为今天这个是无限多次反射，所以当你把它们加起来的时候，你把它写，你有没有发现很像国中的时候我们在学那个等比数列，在这边是等比数列。OK， 所以这边有一个数学技巧，就是把它整理成一个等比数列的样子。你看它这边的公比就是什么 ？r prime 平方跟 exponential 负 i 的一塔，对不对？它的公比是这个。那如果我们考虑的是无限的状况，那就是1减 r 分之 a 是这个它的上嘛，它的总和嘛，1减 r 分之 a，1减公比分之首项。那1减公比分之首项之后会得到这个，也就是说，你 r prime 的平方会变成 r 嘛，大 R 这样子 ，OK？ 所以那一样的事情发生在 transmitted 的 field。So if we think this is something like an infinity series number, okay? Number series. So we can use something like the first term over 1 minus layer ratio. So here the ratio is r prime square exponential minus I eta. So we can get this result. So basically, this whole page we just conduct the electric field from the something like from the this Fabry-Perot echelon. Okay, so this is the reflection part. This is the transmission part. Okay. So note here. So because that's what I say here, the R equal to R square and the R prime square. That's why here there's a big R, right? So please remember this. Just put from this to here. 所以在这个地方给大家一些 note 哈，那基本上 R prime 是 equal to 负 R 的嘛，然后 R 的平方 ，OK。Let me check. This is R. R 的平方，然后会等于所谓的 R prime 的平方，因为它们是 minus 嘛。那 T 的话就是这个定义就是 T prime 这样子。OK， 所以基本上这个就是我们的结果哦。这个大家要会推导这件事情。OK， so if we are checking the refraction intensity from here, this is a refraction field, right? So the square, then absolute square means the intensity. So look at here. So the intensity can write down like this. Okay, write down like this. So intensity is like one. It's the radiation, refraction intensity over the initial intensity. Okay, like this. So overall, you can write down like this. OK， 所以在这个地方我们要去看这个 reflected 的 intensity。那这边 reflected intensity 很单纯，你就是用反射的讯号去除以入射的讯号，那的 intensity 嘛。那我就问各位了，你今天的反射讯号不就是这个吗？哦，它的平方嘛。然后入射讯号就是 AI 嘛，对不对 ？AI 那 AI 的平方嘛，那你这样相除完，基本上就会等于这个东西。那这个东西 basically on the spectrum. So here you can see the something like this is called eta, but if you just check the eta and the reflectance mode, you can find this kind of has this kind of shape. Okay, this is a 2n pi, 2n plus 1 pi, 2n plus 2 pi. Okay, so overall this is called longitudinal mode. Okay, longitudinal mode. This eta you can think this is kind of like a frequency. Why? Because you can see here. Look at that. The eta equal to the something like 2kl. Right? So K, as I said, is something like N omega over C. So eta is kind of like the frequency. Okay. So this is from our result. We just got this. So basically, from the something like if we check the transmitted intensity, you can get this, and this can this the transmittance can write down. Let me check this for you. Write down like this. Okay. Okay, write down like this. So basically, on the frequency, you will have the longitudinal mode. This is kind of like a cavity. So basically, the specific the frequency can show in this kind of Fabry-Perot structure. OK， 所以在这个地方我就跟各位讲吼，那基本上你要去定义这个 reflectance 跟 transmittance， 我们用 transmittance 举例子，那 transmittance 就是这边的所谓的这个东西嘛，那基本上你把它平方之后去除以 AT 的平方，那基本上你可以 get this right， 那这个东西其实拿去做图，那这边的eta很像是 omega 频率啊。因为我刚刚跟大家讲了，这个 OPD has a component of frequency， 所以在这边拿去做图，你就可以得到这样子的形式。所以也就是说，在某几个固定的频率重复有2拍的整数倍的频率了，你可以发现它会有一个 peak， 有一个 peak， 也就是这个光通过这边不会所有频率都存在，它会在某些特定的频率，因为干涉或是因为我们刚刚写的这些东西，它会有一个 peak， 有一个 peak。OK， 大概像是这样子。那这个描述它们的式子就是长这样子。OK， 好，那这个非常有趣哦。换言之，我可以用它来选择什么？选择我们的频率啊，对不对？你看这是不是就像选择频率，中间都没有嘛，它只有这边有。OK， 好，所以这个就是我们刚刚讲，它可以用来选择它的频率这件事情。那基本上这个东西会有几个so for these peaks, they have some important something important properties. Okay, so first thing is you can find different if our refraction is different. Refraction is different. Look at that. Refraction is different. The length, the FWHM of our peak will be different. Look at that. If the R equal to the 0.87, look at this peak, it's very sharp. But if the R just go down, decrease to the something like R equal to 0.27, look at this. This is very fat, right? The FWHA is very wide. Okay, so that means the refractor of these two refractors need to be very great. Then you can get this very great Fabry-Perot effect to get this kind of sharp. Okay, so look at these things. 所以这边就跟大家讲，其实你在这边的这个反射率非常重要。那你可以发现，它这边如果你反射率是很好的，比如说 0.87 这种反射率的话，你可以得到这种非常 sharp 的这种峰值，对不对？重复出现。那如果你的反射率很低，你看才 0.27 的话，你看这个多胖，就胖胖的，那这个解析度其实就不好。也就是说，你看它，我最希望是有，那就真的是没有，然后有真的是没有，这样才可以达到选择频率的效果嘛。So, but for these things, 0.27 这些或是小的东西，你看它有，这边也是有啊，也是胖胖的啊，只是没有那么明显而已。所以这种就是不好的。所以如果你今天要做一个 Fabry-Perot的话，你必须有非常好的这个 reflection coefficient 的这个 refractor， 就是你这边的这个 refractor。OK， 好，那假设今天我们要so if today we are gonna define one thing is called the maximum transmission frequency. how to do this. How to do the maxima transmission frequency. Because if it's a maxima transmission, that means the maxima is 100%, right? 100% means maxima. So it's 1. IT over II equal to 1. Okay? So if we equal to 1, you can get this. Okay? You can get this here. And from here, as I say, the lambda can change into the frequency, right? So you can write down like the frequency like this. So here m equal to any number, right? Any number. So basically you can get the maximum transmission frequency by with different m here. Another thing is look at this. Look at these two peaks. There is something like the distance between them. Look at here. Distance. Let me draw for you guys. There's a distance, right? Like here. Distance. Okay? Distance like here. Okay? Okay, distance like this. This is called a free spectral range. Free spectral range. So basically, it's also called Moore spacing. This is also called Moore spacing. This is also called Moore spacing. Okay, Moore spacing very important. Here, you should know this is called mode, right? Just like the cavity, what we just said, you will have a single mode or multi-mode. So here is called a multi-mode, right? So Moore spacing. So how to calculate the Moore spacing? Okay, so the Moore spacing. So the Moore spacing will something like a proportional to the like this. The Moore spacing means this modes the x-axis minus this mode frequency, right? So if you can write down like this, and from here, mode m plus 1 put into here and minus the m, these guys, and you can get this, and it's proportional to the 1 over L cosine theta. Okay, so this is called a Moore spacing. This is called a Moore spacing. You just use the m plus 1's frequency minus m's frequency. OK， 在这边 Moore spacing， 因为这边一根一根的就是所谓的 mode 嘛。那我们所谓的 Moore spacing 就是指它们之间的距离。那很简单嘛，就是用前大的这个的 x 轴去减掉小的这个 x 轴。那它们的 x 轴就是频率嘛，对不对？所以你把这边这个式子带进去，你把 m 加1放到 m 这边来，然后把 m 放在 m 这边来，基本上你相减之后就可以得到这个东西。那这个东西就是 Moore spacing。所以你的 so what will affect the Moore spacing, or you can call the free spectrum range. Basically, the refract index will affect the Moore spacing. If refract index is larger, the Moore spacing is smaller, and the L will affect the Moore spacing, the distance between two refractors. And the theta, the line is very straight, or something like a normal incident will affect the Moore spacing. Okay, so if we with the dispersion, it's not so big deal. I think you can ignore this. Okay, so here you guys know the Moore spacing, how to calculate the distance between these two modes in the Fabry-Perot echelon. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I will ask you guys how to calculate this kind of Moore spacing. OK， 所以在这个地方，就像我们之前讲的雷射一样 ，cavity resonator 一样，因为 Fabry-Perot echelon 也是一种 cavity 嘛。那我刚刚讲过 cavity 里面会有 multi-mode 跟 single mode。那如果是 multi-mode， 它们中间会有距离嘛，等间距的，在频率上面的多频的出现嘛。 那在这个地方的话，所以就有一个东西叫做 mode spacing。那 mode spacing 在这个地方就怎么算呢？你就用它的你就这边不是给我们刚刚有写出频率是写什么样子嘛？那你就把 m+1 带进去 ，m 带进去，然后相减，你就可以得到这个 mode spacing。就两根 mode 之间的距离 ，OK， 所以这个就叫做 free spectrum range。So we probably just stop here. Today at night we will start our class at 6 o'clock. Okay, 6 o'clock. Let's do 6 o'clock. Okay, so that time I will talk about what is the FWHM of our mode and what is the finesse of our mode. And I will introduce how to calculate our cavity. You will learn how to design a cavity. And later I will show you guys about the laser things. Okay, so basically we please just come back. Please come back at 6 p.m. Okay, 6 p.m. tonight. Okay, please come back, and I will set a new Zoom. Okay, I will set a new Zoom and send through the email to you guys. Okay, so any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, so basically, we just oh shit! Wait, why I cannot? Okay, so I just go back. Okay, so today, to morning. Okay, this morning we just something like do some review, and we just talk about the optical resonator, right? Talk about the optical resonator, and we just check the resonator 1D, 2D, 3D resonator, and tell you guys how to define what is the definition of density of mode, DOS, right? DOS, density of state, and we get start to understand what is the Fabry-Perot echelon. Okay, this is very important, and we check the free spectrum range too in the end. Okay, so we will talk about we will teach you guys how to design the cavity tonight, and teach you guys what is the laser. What is the laser? Okay, so please go back. Our class tonight will start at 6 p.m. So please go back that time. Okay, I will set a new Zoom. Okay. So any questions? Any questions? Okay. So if no questions, so we probably just stop here and please go for lunch, and see you guys tonight. Okay, please. Okay, see you guys.